Hello, everybody. Welcome to another GuruDan Reiki Presents The Healing Journey. I'm your host, GuruDan, from GuruDan Reiki on Facebook. Link in the description after the video. We're going to ground first, and then we'll go on our little journey. You do not need to know how to meditate to participate. Just follow along. So get your candles, your crystals, your water handy. Water will be very important for a couple of days after any kind of Reiki healing. Water for a couple of days, extra water. All right. Let's get started by grounding. Please take some deeper than normal breaths. No, it's not a steak. It's a strawberry quartz. The most strawberry, deepest, reddest one I could find. Strawberry quartz healer. Because somebody commented the other day, why is he tapping a steak on his chest? It's not a steak. It's a very strong quartz healer tuned to me. And as you breathe and your surroundings kind of shrink a little bit and your attention comes to your face, allow your focus, your attention to go to where you believe the core of the planet is. And when you arrive there, mentally visualize, if you can, or mentally imagine you going to the center of the planet. And when you arrive there, take a breath and envision being gifted a golden spark of light. Bring your attention back to yourself again and allow this golden spark of light to follow you up and have it come up through your feet, up your root, through your chakra system, out your crown to infinity. And let this golden light amplify and solidify within you. Just relax. You might envision the golden light intensifying. You might envision it radiating so much that it radiates outside of you, just like a comfortable distance. Not that you're cocooned by the light, but you might feel like a cocoon shape. The light is flowing both up and down. Mine's kind of like a tube, or the outside of the tube goes one direction and the inside, the energies go the other direction. So it's going both directions at the same time, and then it just amplifies and radiates out. Please ask your distractions to wait for a little while. Any distractions of your mind, allow your mind to kind of come to rest. Tell your distractions you'll get back with them after a bit. If they're very important, you can address them during the meditation, but if not, just acknowledge them and say, yes, I see you, I'll get with you in a moment. Park your distractions for a while. Easier said than done, I know. Follow as best you can. Where shall we start? Everybody's in so many different places. Please envision from wherever you are in the world, your waterfront or a marina where boats are docked. And where these boats are, there's a very special yacht. You'll know it when you see it. It will be very pretty. It's one of those really nice fancy ones. It's got like 3 stories to it. Very pretty, very luxurious. So from wherever you are, walk down towards this yacht. And look at it and imagine what it would be like to board this yacht. And you might notice a gangplank or a walkway made available for you. But before you get on, please take off your shoes or your footwear, whatever your footwear is, and leave it there on the dock before you board. And then please go ahead and board the yacht. You are not the only person on the yacht. There will be 20 or 30 others. They will be from what you might consider all walks of life, but they are also invited on this journey. Their stories are not necessarily so important right now, only that you know you are not the only one on the yacht. There are these people aboard and the crew and captain. There are refreshments. There are snacks, food, gourmet food, you know, things like shrimp cocktails and crackers and caviar and your favorite bubbly beverage or your favorite other beverages. And if you don't like those beverages, then some other beverage or some nice water. It's your journey. It can be anything you like. So make it something good. Word just comes down from the helm that the ship will be leaving soon. The gangplank's being drawn up, and the yacht will be departing the marina, heading toward the mystical island. This island is an island that everyone has heard about, but nobody has been there. It's a special island. Even if you think you've been there, you've not been there this time. So it'll be brand new all over again for those who have been there once, twice, more. The yacht leaves the marina and it begins to head out in the ocean. The direction is not important. It is an out there. It's just going out there. It knows where to go. All you need to do is enjoy yourself. You might notice some of the beings around you. You may sense, you know, some of them. You may not necessarily recognize any of them, but you feel you may know some of them. If you do, that's fine. And if you do not, that's also fine. The yacht's at full speed going out to sea. You notice the time of day. You notice the freshness of the air. You notice the status of the sky. You notice the particular frequency of the sun's rays. You are keenly aware of the vessel you are on. And you are very aware of the water you traverse. Please take a deeper than normal breath and let these ideas solidify. Beautiful, isn't it? Are there beings in your water? Do you see dolphins? Pilot whales? Or do you see larger whales off in the distance? Perhaps a fluke sticking out of the water just before it slips under. You sense the life around you. Sense the beings around you. Sense the Gaia around you. Do you feel bliss at this connection? Please do. Have you ever been on a yacht before? A steward comes towards you and informs you that the captain invites you to the helm to take a look around if you'd like. Please accept this invitation. And the steward will take you and lead you to the helm of the vessel. And as you get up and kind of go around the side of the yacht and kind of go up towards where the helm is, the steward points to the door where you may enter into the helm. Please enter and note your surroundings. Do you see the compass? You see the wheel? You see all the navigational instruments? And you see the captain. Strong man. Quiet. There's something odd about the captain. He's not acknowledged you. He's not glanced your way. He's just looking blankly, seemingly blankly, straight ahead. Very intently focused, pinpoint focused, straight ahead. Very nearly catatonic, but very aware. You can sense his alertness. And you know that you've been invited, yet you do not want to interrupt. Even though you'd like to speak to the captain, you kind of sense now's just not quite the time. So please turn around and exit out the door you entered. And the steward is still standing out there, and he will lead you down the steps to the other deck, to the back of the yacht where all the food was served, and rejoin the persons and people and beings on the open level of the yacht. Please take a deeper than normal breath. Kind of an odd experience. The captain invited you up, and then he was this strange thing. Not quite sure what to think about that, but let's not worry about that right now. He seems to know what he's doing. Otherwise, he wouldn't be up there. So no harm, no foul. We'll just let it be for now. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have some more refreshment, and let's have some more of this wonderful food, and let's enjoy the company of these other people and beings around. And let's enjoy this beautiful day. Just look at it. When was the last time you saw a beautiful day like this? This could not be a more perfect day for being on a yacht. Word comes down from the helm. You'll be approaching your destination soon. Please prepare yourselves. Oh, this is good news. You can feel the excitement rise up just a little bit more. So exciting, we've heard of this place, but we've never been there. Not quite sure what to expect. We only know we hear good things about this place. There's some rumors about this place too. Things about mystical things going on. Strange happenings. Beautiful things that you don't see anywhere else being available at this place. This special place. Wonderful island. The yacht begins to slow down as it enters its docking area. And it begins to dock. You can see the beach from here. You can see the dock. Something about the sand there. What is that? Word comes down that everyone is allowed to disembark the yacht now. The steward shows everybody towards the gangplank where everybody can get onto the dock. And everybody begins walking down the dock and heading towards the island where soon you'll be able to step into the sand. And as you step into the sand, this glorious sand, please note its consistency. And please note its color. And just pause there for a moment. And there are several beings around, just pausing, looking around, because it's just the other side of the sand where the jungle begins. There's something about this place. Sand is different here. The sky is different here. The air is different here. Everything's a different color. It's like the sunlight is really, really golden. And the jungle plant life, it's almost more blue than green. What kind of place is this? You feel a sensation, something calling you from the jungle, something beckoning you towards that direction. And you notice a little trail that kind of leads into the jungle from the beach. Please begin taking that trail. And whether you walk or whether you float, however you traverse the path, please begin going into the jungle. Please notice the flora and fauna. Please notice the different colors, the different textures, the different shapes being presented to you. You feel that beckoning. There's something here. Something wants your attention. Don't know what it is. Noises of the people around, they're all very happy. The jungle's so inviting. Let's go deeper in. The light's changing again. There's a blueness in the golden sunlight. Then there's other colors too. It's odd. They're an iridescent kind of sky. Iridescence in the air. It's interesting plant life. Never seen anything like this before. Feels really good though. Really, really good. All the vegetation here is so brilliant and lively. This place is well cared for. Something's going on here. And as you walk deeper into the jungle, you come to what would be a clearing. You begin to see the vegetation kind of open up a little bit. And you see another little beach area, but you stay right at the edge of the jungle. And on the other side of this beach area is a beautiful kind of water spot. Beautiful like pond. But the water within the pond isn't like any water you've ever seen before. It's very nearly a white gold rainbow iridescent water. Can you imagine a white gold rainbow iridescence? Yeah, it's like a blingy rainbow. A very blingy rainbow. Your sand might be a white sand. It might be a gold sand, or it might be whatever color you need it to be. You sense another life. You hear a noise coming from the other side of the pond. Not quite sure what it is. Kind of back up a little bit where you can watch. And from out of the jungle comes a hyena. But this hyena, he's been in some kind of fight or something. His hip looks displaced, and his back leg appears to be broken. And he's limping towards the water. He's going very slow. He's not whimpering, but you can tell he's in serious trouble. He gets to the edge of the water, and he takes just a quick look around. And he bends his head down to take a drink of this white gold rainbow iridescent water. And he takes a great big gulp. And then he lifts his head up. And as he does, you can almost see the liquid going into his body, down his neck, through his torso. And as the energy of that liquid goes through his body, you can see his hips straighten out, and you can see his leg heal right there, and you can see him standing now firmly on all fours, amazed and empowered. This hyena has been physically healed. But right there at that moment, instead of leaving, the hyena, you can almost read his mind. He's thinking he's going to get into this water and heal himself completely. So he begins to go into the water. He begins walking in, and he gets right up to his neck. And you're not quite sure what he's doing. He's not really floating. He's standing, but he's right at his neck. And he has an odd look on his face, like he's thinking, but he's not sure what. And at that very moment, he dunks his head under the water. And then he comes right back up again. But when he comes up again, he's very hard to see. You think that he's turned around, and he begins walking out of the water. And when he exits the water and gets onto the beach, he is the same color as the water. He is a white, gold, rainbow, iridescent being. Completely healed on the inside and completely healed on the outside, resonant with the healing waters that he just came from. He begins to walk towards the edge of the jungle, and just before he enters the jungle, he becomes hyper aware of your presence, and he turns his head and he looks at you, and he sends you a telepathic message, and this telepathic message is, you can do this too. And he turns straight ahead again, and he disappears into the jungle. Please take a deeper than normal breath. What an amazing sight we just witnessed. What is this place? Not quite sure. What was that we just saw? That hyena was battle injured, and he drank this stuff and it healed him. And then he got in it and it healed his outsides. It healed his insides and his outsides. He said, we could do this too. Please walk to the edge of the water from wherever you are located. Mentally walk to the edge of the water. Notice its sparkly rainbow iridescence. And now that you're standing at the edge of the water, you suddenly realize that this was the thing that was calling you from the other side of the jungle. This is the thing that wanted to share itself with you. This is the thing that was calling to you. Please bend down and get a cup of this water in your hand and drink this water. And as you stand up and let that wonderful liquid into your physical vehicle, allow its healing power to go completely everywhere you are. In your presence, all that you are, allow that liquid to heal all you are in that spot. Please take a deeper than normal breath. Just feel that for a moment. It doesn't matter what ailment or non-ailment, if you just want to feel better or not. Allow it. Allow it. Allow it. Did you feel the years fall away from you? Did you feel your past disconnect? Did you feel your heart become whole? Please step into the water and walk out into the water until you are at neck level. See, this stuff, it isn't quite like water. It's not cold. It's not warm. It's just right. Just for you. Do you feel the tingly sensation of its presence on your vehicle, on your body? Do you feel it inside and outside? You sense its presence there. When you're ready, please dunk your head under and come back up again. When you are ready, please walk out of the water and go stand at the water's edge back at the beach. And as you stand there wondering what the heck just happened, please look at your hands. Hold your hands up. Look at your arms. Look down. Look at your legs. And I'd like for you to notice that you are now a white, gold, rainbow, iridescent being. That whatever's transpired here, you're not the same being that walked in. You're this new being walking out. Not quite sure how long we've been here. Not quite sure what's going on with us. We're clearly a different being altogether. Something better. Something beautiful. And complete. But we're getting the idea that it might be time to head back towards the yacht. So begin going back in the jungle and retracing your steps back out. And we can take a moment to do this. And it doesn't matter if you walk or if you levitate or glide. But please make your way back towards the beach at the edge of the jungle where the dock is, where the yacht is located. And as you go through the jungle, look around again and notice that the plant life has changed colors again. And the sky's a slightly different color too. And the air here seems, well, we're just not sure what it is. Something about this place. Don't know if it's magnetic or if it's just, well, we're just not sure what it is. Something magical then. I feel great. Can you feel that? You feel your greatness. It's like you're lighter. You arrive safely at the beach. You exit the jungle and begin walking towards the yacht. And you notice that all the other passengers, they don't look like people anymore. They all look like orbs of light, golden orbs of light. Some of them are iridescent, some of them are not. Some of them are rainbow, some of them are not. The call comes that everybody can get back on board the yacht. please do so. Please board the yacht. Word from the helm is that they'll be leaving. The yacht leaves the dock and heads back out to sea, back towards your destination where you got on the yacht, to wherever your marina was. But as the yacht travels, and as you notice all the beings, all these huge orbs of light, there's no faces anymore. Everybody's the same. I mean, they're different, but they're the same. This light body is just slightly different than that light body. That light body over there is slightly different than this light body over here. But you are the only one that is the white gold rainbow iridescent, because you were the only one that got into the healing waters at the center of the jungle. But everybody else is their own signature, their own heart light, their own vibration. It's just so beautiful that this is what everybody truly is. This is what everybody truly looks like. And this is what everyone truly is. Please notice the beauty of the day. Please notice the status of your sky. Please be aware of the vehicle you're on, you're traveling on, and please be aware of the water you're gliding across. And please be aware of the life beneath the surface. And as you do, don't you kind of feel at one with all? That's a delicious feeling, isn't it? That feels really, really good. The steward comes down and says, the captain would like to speak with you. Please accept this offer. Allow the steward to guide you through the yacht and out the side and up the stairs. And as he points to the doorway at the helm, please enter the helm. And as you go in there and you see the captain, you notice that he's smiling. Just smiling, the greatest smile you've ever seen anybody ever smile. And tell him, say, Captain, I just had the most amazing experience. I had no idea that any of that was even possible. I had no idea that I was even this thing. I wasn't even sure if I could do it. I didn't even know what I was getting into. So I just had the most wonderful, wonderful time. And the captain turns his smiling face and he stares right at you, almost through you, and he says, I always knew you could do it. And he turns his gaze back out the front window and begins watching the course. And everything's exactly okay. You turn to leave. The steward is just outside the door to guide you back down the steps and back into the main hall of the yacht where everyone else is, and you're allowed to relax there. Enjoying this beautiful day on this beautiful vessel, on this portion of Gaia that you've never seen before, never witnessed before, but man, is it glorious. And you're in a state of being right now that you've never been before, and it's so perfect. the yacht pulls up to the dock, and word comes down that everyone is allowed to disembark, and the gangway is laid out, and all the beings leave. But you notice that as the beings leave the yacht and they get down to the dock, they just kind of float off in different directions. And they just vanish. And you're right there, and you look down and you notice your shoes. And now you have to decide, are you going to put those old things back on and stay on the path you were on? Or are you going to float away into a brand new direction and be a brand new being? This decision is yours to make. And I leave you here to make that decision. So I cannot make that decision for you. Please take a series of larger than normal breaths. This is the completion of the healing journey. I'd like for you all to bring your awarenesses back to your immediate surroundings. Become aware of your rooms, your homes, your position on the planet. You might wiggle your toes, you might twitch your legs, you might flex your spine, you might feel your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head, your face. And when you are ready, please open your eyes if you had them closed, and if you had them open, leave them open. I'm going to bring myself back from the space now. Wow. Very interesting. Water time for me. Before I end the recording, I'd like to ask you all about your experience, if that's okay. And whichever of you would like to. Oh, Jet, you've unmuted first. Could you tell me a little bit?
Well, I had to change clothes on the yacht. And I was given this really pretty dress with all kinds of colors on it, and a pointed hem, and so I had this beautiful dress to wear. And then my sand was my favorite color, a silver gray, and it was so soft. It didn't
like
feel
talc.
big.
Was it like talc almost?
Maybe it was just so soft, and it wasn't gritty, and it didn't stick to me, and it was just absolutely exquisite. And then on the journey through the jungle, my flowers were gardenias, so I could smell the gardenias, and they were just beautiful. And I had parrots and all kinds of birds. I don't even know what they were, but they were very colorful, and they would fly around. And I had lizards of some sort, and they would be perched on these great big leaves, and then
Would they
man,
spit their tongues out at you?
yeah, I could hardly wait to get into the pond, and I drank a little bit of the pond water.
Yeah.
It like it was needed on the inside of me,
Hmm.
and I
Were
kind of
you able
drew.
to sense it on the outside of you when you got in it?
Oh yeah,
Good, good, good.
and it made my hair feel lively,
Tingly,
like like
lively.
my hair is real fine and real limp,
Hmm.
and it made my hair feel thicker and hair
Stronger.
that be of other people, and it was really really nice. And then when I got back to the yacht, I got a new dress, and
Ooh.
I got gray boots. Sorry about the barefoot stuff. I had to put on these gray boots. They were
Were you still
just,
the light being though, even though you put the new boots on? Were you still the light being?
oh yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
I didn't have anybody on my yacht except the serving crew and
Okay, all right.
some of my family members that have recently crossed over.
Okay,
And
all right.
so I had spirits on my ship with me, and we
Okay.
communicated. And when I came back to the ship, they had gardenia flowers around their neck,
Hmm.
um,
Okay.
like spirit flowers. It was really quite kind of cool. And then right at the end, my mother came in spirit form, and she said something like, "It's okay to forgive." And then we were walking off the boat.
Wonderful.
It was really cool.
And then did you float off or did you put those shoes back on?
I had gray boots on.
You
They
had
were
the new boots on, so
yeah,
you were still
they
the
were
new
gray.
you, and you just went away as the
Yeah,
new you.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Dan.
Would anybody else like to share their experience? Anybody else?
I still feel
Sonia?
sparkly.
You still feel sparkly? Good.
Yeah,
You don't have to leave it. You can go to this place anytime you want. It's
yeah,
just that each time you go to it, it's a different place.
yeah. Yeah. And you know that movie Avatar, you know how they just had those longer bodies and just that, I don't know, that's how I feel, and it's beautiful. I don't really want to go back to being 5'6".
You don't have to. You can stay that energetic you for as long as you can hold on to it. You don't need to separate from it. That's another thing. And I try to do that with all my healings, that it's not an energy that you need to separate from. Actually, it's an energy that you can hold on to. And hold on to it for as long as you can hold on to it. You can come back to it anytime you want. It's so empowering when you can actually repeat the energies as you need it. You know, you could be in a turmoil somewhere. You know, 3D life can get maximum crazy, and you can just pull away for a moment and go, oh, you know what? The heck with that noise. I'm going to be on my island for a second because I just can't deal with all that crap. And I'm just going to be somewhere joyful. And you have access to that joy anytime you want to.
And for me, the whole idea of water is just really healing. That's my special place. So I love just diving. I actually dived in and just swam underneath for a while. It was just, oh, amazing. Oh, I would have liked to have stayed there longer, so I think I'll be going back soon.
You can. That's another great thing about the recordings is you can go to the recording, any of the recordings. This is the second one of the healing journey. And then you can pause it whenever you want to. You'll be able to pause it.
Yes, we'll do that.
Yeah, so that'll be perfect. Thank you, Sonia. Linda, how are you doing over there? Oh, there it goes.
I'm not ready to talk yet.
You're not ready? Okay, all right, that's fine. Sarah, how are you doing? Is it noisy for you over there? Yeah, it might be too noisy for Sarah. She's not unmuted yet. Shannon, how are you doing over there?
I'm good. My boat was made out of, I know it's funny calling it a boat because it really isn't, but it was made out of stained glass. And
A
it was
stained glass yacht.
very bright and colorful,
Wow.
and it had a see-through bottom so you could actually see the water as you're going
Ooh.
over it. And the part where you said, "Is there any life in the water?" I look down and there's dolphins and an orca with the boat. And then I look up and there's my dragon. And she is flying over top of us like she's leading us to the island.
Ooh,
When we get
okay.
there, the sand is pink, but very, very sparkly, almost as if somebody put glitter in it, very shiny.
Okay.
And I was drawn to this tree, and it was just blowing in the wind, but then suddenly it started to crumble, and I realized it wasn't a tree at all. It was a bunch of butterflies that was in the shape of a tree.
Oh,
So
sneaky little
then,
butterflies.
as I started walking down the trail, I was seeing the very colorful birds, like Jet was saying, and they were singing these really neat songs, but I couldn't understand the language. I thought it was like a type of light language.
Okay.
So I got to the water, and I saw the hyena, and I couldn't wait for the hyena to get in the water. I went and put it in the water, and I was like cuddling with the hyena, like trying to drink the water and telling it how to do it. It was kind of funny, actually, and we were just having a ball in the water. Well, then here comes my dragon, and I'm completely changed, and I'm shifted into the new vibration, and I merge with the vibration of the dragon, and that's how I leave the island. I
Oh,
don't
so
get
you
back
didn't
on the
get back
boat.
on the yacht. You left
No.
under dragon power.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting unfoldment there. That's pretty interesting. All right. Sarah, words? No words? No, no words from Sarah. All right. That's okay. All right. Let me close the recording here. And then those of us that are here, we can have our little after chat where we can talk even more about stuff. And those people that are watching the recording, if you want to take part in the after chats, it would be really nice for you to come to Zoom and participate. And those links are available on the GuruDan Reiki page on Facebook. And all of that will be in the description. So what's all in the description? The donation link, the post office box, the email address, the links to the groups, and a brief description about what the meditation's about. So thank you all for coming. Oh, also, if you're on the video, please like. That helps give me coverage. And if you'd like to see my last video, it'll be over here. And if you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe over here. And thank you very much, and see you next time.